And good morning. Welcome to a Sunday edition of Today at the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salt along with our odds maker Keith Fusel. Going to be a beautiful Sunday afternoon of horse racing and football. We have it all right here for you at Laurel Park. Go on up there, get yourself a couch in the sports book and enjoy all the action. Let's tell you who's hot. Yesterday, Trevor McCarthy, he's been hot all weekend. Daniel Centeno also with a big day yesterday. Centeno with the three-bagger yesterday.
Yeah, 3 yesterday, 5-star General, always mining, and got the nightcap with Confessor.
That's right.
For Carl Duran and a gallop. That horse just won for fun.
All right, so Daniel Centeno with a big day yesterday. We have a nice carryover in today's Rainbow Pick 6. Let's show you that. The 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. Going to start race 5 today. I have a $30 ticket. There's the carryover, $13,147. We had some live singles going into the last race yesterday of $16,000, and there was a late gate scratch, which meant there was 2 tickets on the winner, the 9. So carry over today. It'll be well played, and we'll probably have some live singles for around 20,000 going into that last race.
I would certainly think so. No doubt about it. A little tough luck there for that better yesterday. No
right,
doubt.
to get the gate scratch.
Yeah.
All right, so if you like football, 105.7 The Fan, Baltimore Game Day Uncensored. They're live here right now up there at the Sportsbook broadcasting Baltimore Game Day Uncensored. You have Kenny Weinman, Jerry Coleman, and Vinny Serrato up there. They're broadcasting live from the Sportsbook here at Laurel Park right now all the way up until game time. The Ravens and the Carolina Panthers, they kick off at 1 o'clock. You can catch all the games up there in the Sportsbook, in the sports bar. They have the NFL Sunday Ticket up there. Every game, every Sunday, now featured in the new Sportsbook. So the Sunday Ticket is in the Sportsbook now here at Laurel Park. If you want to bet the football games, okay, make some money. We have the $3,000 football pick'em contest. Come on out here, see how good you are at handicapping the football games, and make some money. All right, let's get right to it here. Who's your best bet today in football? Can the Ravens win?
You've got Harbaugh on the road. Okay,
Yeah,
his record is terrible. I mean, they should win. They're the better team, but
right.
him on the road is he always makes you sweat it. There's no doubt about it.
All right, so let's show you a picture of our main track today. We're off the turf. Now, the track was sloppy yesterday, and we haven't had any rain overnight. No rain today. The sun is out. Is it a mud? Okay, it's going to be sloppy today as well.
Sloppy to start. We've got a breeze really kicking up. There's some standing water still on the racetrack, and that certainly may go away. They squeeze this thing out over the next hour or so with this breeze kicking up. I'm sure we'll get the muddy and possibly good by the end of the day. Let's hope.
All right, good stuff. The sun is out. Come on out here. Enjoy a beautiful Sunday afternoon of live horse racing and football. Let's get right to it here. In race 1, we'll kick off the rolling super high 5 with that low 15% takeout. We have it every race with 7 or more horses. Keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race 1 kicks off the early pick 5 with that industry low 12% takeout. Both your pick 5s here at Laurel, your best bet. Mandatory payout on this early pick 5 starting in race 1. Let's take a look. A nice maiden special weight for filly and mares 3 and up, 6 furlongs on the main track. My price play of the day here in race 1. I'll go with the 5, Star Seed Child. First off, the claim for Claudio Gonzalez. He's 35% with a big, nice positive ROI. He's 39% here for this fall meet. He's your leading trainer. Not only is it first-time Claudio, but first-time Lasix as well for this 4-year-old filly who ran well last time. Beaten favorite at 4-5 against Maiden 25, but showed speed that day, was in front, just got a little tired. Now first-time Lasix, first-time Claudio. You get Victor Carrasco, Victor and Claudio 29% together. You like this horse as well.
Yeah, the power of Claudio.
Yep.
Comes off of a Maiden 25 race, beating a couple lengths. Buyer figure only about a 41,
right.
12, 14 points off of everybody else. But the claim, the Lasix, here comes the early money. I still think this horse is going to float up. You should get 3-1 at least, maybe 4-1 on this horse. I think a lot of money's going to come in on Not Sure. Goldberg's horse ran into a well-meant firster by the name of Alfresco at Delaware. Back to Star Sea Child. The negative was the drop-off of a very encouraging debut back in July. The positive is now we got first-time Claudio. I think off track, I've seen Sipians handle pretty much anything. Now, she's got some speed. she may have to rate a little bit off of Not Sure. They were pretty quick internals, 22, 145, and 3. Comparing those to some A other than boys that day, they were right there. Now, granted, the last quarter of a mile slowed down a little bit, rightly so, the younger filly, but she's going to go a long way in here. I like the way she battled it out around the turn through those fractions of Atlantic Avenue, the 4. She just does what she does.
Right.
She likes to run second, 3 seconds out of 7 starts. She sits the trip, doesn't have that strong finish. She's going to need everything to set up perfectly if she's going to get by and prevail against this group.
Flint Sight's always tough, and I like the little cutback from 7 furlongs back to 6 furlongs today for the 4 Atlantic Avenue. So we both have a cold 5-4-6-3 super there in race 1. Let's turn the page. Race 2 kicks off the early pick 4. 3 pick 4s this afternoon here at Laurel. Early pick 4 starts in race 2. We're off the turf, going 6 furlongs on the main track. Maiden claiming 40,000 for 2-year-olds. We have a video spotlight to show you. We both have the 7 on top. Sky Magician entered main track only today by trainer Michael Trombetta. Here's the race last Saturday in the Maryland Million Nursery. A good second behind Follow the Dog.
Liked him this day at 7-2. You see me. Had to rate back early near the 5/8. He just had to kind of caught in a little traffic. Sky Magician, I should say. Caramano's waiting for room from the quarter pole up to the top of the stretch. Finally gets clear, but Follow the Dog has just a little bit more comfortable trip. I believe that was blinkers on Follow the Dog, and goes away and wins by 3 1/4. I like the way Sky Magician just kept on grinding, churning on the whole final pretty much 3/16 of a mile, was able to go ahead and get the place. Comes back here, a draw that I think is positive, somewhere in mid-pack to settle off the speed. And I think it's going to be an honest pace as well. Honor Run was awfully quick, seconds time out at Delaware. And also Gimme South. You've got Lasix on, blinkers on. A horse that was a little green in its debut 3 starts ago. I think this horse is going to be in send mode, go up to the front and go a long way here with the blinkers and the Lasix on.
I had the one Give Me Some Truth picked on top when this race was on the turf, believe it or not, because but now back onto the main track. Hasn't done too well in the main track yet, but Bill Comlo, a good veteran trainer, been around here for a long time, and he's trying everything here. First time Lasix, first time blinkers. Going to have to try to get the blinkers on might help, might improve this horse's early speed. Going to have to break sharp from the inside. We both like the 5 Honor Run, a big second last out, big improvement in this 2-year-old colt. Second start for trainer Chucky Lawrence. Chucky Lawrence going to the Breeders' Cup next weekend with Glorious Empire. Vargas rides the 5 Honor Run today.
Yeah, Honor Run is fine. Just gave way a little bit late. Tappan Cat, the winner that day, came back to run a 60 buyer in the nursery, just a couple lengths behind Sky Magician. So keying up against the right kind of rivals. Also going to toss in the 6 Creative Artist for Cal Lynch, right? This horse, certainly the barn we've talked about time and time again now with the 2-year-olds just been rolling. Strong work, 47-3 breezing out of the gate October 7th. I guess my biggest question mark there is why in for the tag, right? Is in for the 40,000. That scares me a little bit. And looking back at the foals and the breed, synthetic, believe it or not, synthetic form all the way through. But exchange rates in top and Dynaform on the bottom. This horse should be able to handle, especially a surface that's got some moisture in it today.
All right, so nice maiden 40 there. We both like the 7 Sky Magician, race 3. 6 furlongs on the main track, originally carded on the main track. A nice maiden special weight for 3-year-olds and upward. I go with the 7 on top here. Positivist for trainer Clyde Martin. First time Lasix today for this well-bred, homebred for George Strawbridge Jr. of Augustin Stable. 2-year-old, a 3-year-old colt by Quality Road out of a deputy minister mare. A decent debut against maiden special weight at Delaware. Was 12-1 that day, but went to the front in a good second. Now gets first time Lasix. Had Pino aboard at Delaware. Pino stays aboard today. Pino awfully dangerous on the front end. He'll be able to dictate the early terms on the outside here with the 7.
Yeah, the proven speed. We've got some well-bred firsters in this group. But Positivist showed sharp speed at Delaware. Pretty sharp, 23. That's not blazing up there, but good enough. And just held second over a horse by the name of Pudding, who had run a 61 prior at Laurel in a maiden special weight event. The winner under a spell was a Goldberg horse we're going to see next week. I think this horse is scheduled to run Thursday, stretching out under a spell. Ran second to Magnum Moon in its debut on the go back at Gulfstream Park. But Positivist looks like the speed. I go to a firster here. The 2 More Mo for Graham Motion. The Uncle Mo's hit at 18% first time out. And this horse is a fooled No Modo, Stan. You remember this horse was 3 for 4, ran around here and won the Sir Barton Stakes.
Okay.
This horse, No Modo, won the debut with a strong run off of a slower internal fraction at Laurel back in March of 2017. I think this horse will be ready for Grand Motion.
You have to respect the breeding in the barn. Tough inside post for the debut assignment here for Mormo. I like the horse, though. Another well-bred first-time starter here. The 3 Master Distiller, a homebred for Sagamore Farm, and Horacio De Paz, 3-year-old by Street Boss. Been working up a storm at Pimlico. Some nice works over there at Pimlico. Nice 5-furlong workout late September, and a recent half-mile bullet over there at Pimlico, 48-4. Lasix in debut with Centron. Horacio De Paz, 30% and a positive ROI with his first-time starters.
Yeah, first foal for the Dams, Circle of Influence. She got 1 win, and that was a come-from-behind win on the turf. If you go back in the family, though, that second dam was Classy Mirage, a Grade 1 winning sprinter on the dirt. Awfully nice mare. So Master Distiller, certainly by Street Boss, a stallion who gets firsters to win at about a 20% clip, is live. And how about Belmonte here, the 4 for Tony Margotto coming in. The mare Mimi's Bling, 3 wins, sprinting on the grass. A win early family, went back a lot of foals that won early. This is on half the Summer House, who made $350,000, a horse that won a stake, I think, or was second in the Shine Again Stakes here at Laurel. So Belmonte, another one that certainly could be live for Tony Margotto. This is a nice little compact field in race 3. You can have a runner come out of this.
You get Daniel Centeno there on the 4, so nice maiden special weight there in the 3rd. You like the middle pick 4 here in race 4. Middle pick 4 starts in the 4th. We're going a mile on the main track. Let's check out your ticket, see how you played it.
Yeah, $18 ticket today. We'll spread a little bit early and we'll whittle it down. 4, 6, 12 in the opener. I like no drinking rules for Jamie Ness. Ness Barn kind of heating up a little bit right now, even but with the cool weather. But getting stronger each day. The 5th race, 8, 9, and 13. Rooting for Team Tim there. Inner Rears, I think, will bounce back with a big effort. 6th race, the 4 and the 6, Big Bella Brown and Hot Mike, your 2 favorites. And 2 deep in race number 7 with the 5, Swinging Star, another Ness horse, second-time Ness, and the 6, My Eminence. They come out of the same race. There you go, $18.
Well, let's take a look at the first leg of this middle pick 4, claiming $16,000 for 3-year-olds or older horses. Never won 3, going a flat mile on the main track. And yeah, Jamie Ness having a big week, and he had 2 wins on Friday. A big win yesterday with that nice 2-year-old, our Super Freak. That filly, she looks like a freak.
We talked about her and looking at the breeding and watching her run yesterday. Stan, I think she's going to go ahead and stretch out. And gotta love the call from Rodman, our Super Freak, the old Rick James.
Rick
you know,
James.
she's all right. He's the best in the business, the Rod Dog. Man. You gotta love it. Great call and a bright future, it looks like, in store for our Super Freak.
All right, so I go to Jamie Ness here in race 4, the 12, no drinking rules, entered main track only by Ness, gets Trevor McCarthy. They've been teaming up for some wins recently, and no drinking rules, has won 2 in a row, including his last race up there at Delaware on a wet, fast surface, going 2 turns against 15,000 claimers. This is a 3-year-old who's won 4 races, beaten up on older horses, never won 3. And look at the off-track form. 2 wins and a second from 3 starts. So outside should get a nice outside stalking journey here with Trevor McCarthy aboard.
Yeah, he's no slam dunk, but you say the reference, 4 wins against horses that have I think everybody else only won 2. I like that. No slam dunk, but this horse is going to be all right today with McCarthy just prompting the pace just from the outside. Some okay speed up front. I think City Gold, if you're looking for the front runner, a horse that could kind of sneak away. The 8's going to be tough on the front end with Kieran McGee. I like the fight that in him with him is shown for Damon. New face here, Candy Asset, though, coming in for Sweezy, second off the claim. Last time out, I think the horses just got away from them. They were very quick internals. Going back to a distance that I think this horse is going to like, drops down a notch. Some value in store for the 6, Candy Asset.
Yeah, I think you have to like the 6. Look at the one try on an off track last year at Gulfstream West in the slop, 7 furlongs. An 84 buyer, a big win that day. So Candy Asset, a big win on an off track. You have to like that horse there. Kent Sweezy's shipped down here from where? From Monmouth. 3 wins from 8 starts. So keep your eye on the Kent Sweezy barn. They have a live runner there in race 4. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, nice big carryover today in the Rainbow Pick 6, over 13,000. I have a ticket. We'll check it out right after this. All right, Breeders' Cup right around the corner. You can start studying up. DRF, Daily
Right.
Racing Form. They have the advanced PPs for all the pre-entries. All the pre-entries are out, and
Yep.
all the races are together, and it's going to be mostly the same when they draw. So start
Sure.
studying up now for the Breeders' Cup. Arnaud Delacour going there with Shalon, Chucky Lawrence and the Turf. If Kentucky got all the rain that we had over the weekend,
Right.
look for some Europeans that like soft turf down there.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how some of these horses, come west to east. Bafford's going to come in with a ton.
Right.
Oh, it's Sadler. He hasn't had a really good record. He's going to have one of the favorites in the Classic, so I'll be trying to take a shot against him. Yeah, I usually get my chance to handicap on the plane.
Right.
Dealing with all this stuff, the way the racing office has been throwing big fields at us, we've had our work cut out for us here. Haven't had a lot of extra time to kind of get on the Breeders' Cup, so we'll get on them.
Yeah, you'll get down there. You and Marty McGee will pick out a winner. I'm sure. I like Billy Mott, Yoshida in the Classic over Gunavera. All right, here we go. Nice carryover today in our Rainbow Pick 6. Starts in race 5. $13,147 is the carryover. This is going to be well played today. Let's check out my ticket, a very affordable $30 play. I'm going with 2 singles, which gives me some good coverage in the other races. Race 5 off the turf, 6 furlongs, open 20,000 claimer. I go 5 deep here in race 5 with the 3, 8, 9, 12, and the 13. The 9 is my top pick here, Team Tim. Victor Carrasco aboard for Damon Del Devico. Team Tim, good form on the off going for sure. So that's my top pick. But I go 5 deep in the 5th race, 3, 8, 9, 12, 13. Race 6, I used a 1, 4, 6. Race 7, that's a nice starter allowance going 7 furlongs. I'm going to go with the hot Jamie Nesbarn, Trevor McCarthy on the 5 Swinging Star. I think this horse, 4-year-old by Malibu Moon, I think he's going to love the 7 furlongs. So I'll key on the 5 Swinging Star there in race 7. Race 8, I just go 2 deep there with the 9 and the 10. The 10's my top pick, Uno Dancer, Prado, and Corrales. Race 9, another single here. First level allowance for Philly Mare is going a mile. Another broad, looks awfully tough in there. She's won her last 2 right here at Laurel. Going a route of ground on the sloppy going for Mike Trombetta. Julian Pimentel aboard another broad. She looks awfully tough in race 9. That's my single there. And then race 10 and off the turf going a mile. Maiden 40 for 2-year-old fillies. I go 5 deep there with the 1, 7, 9. 10, 12. The 9's my top pick in there. Looking sharp for trainer Michael Dilger. Alex Centron aboard. That looking at Lucky Philly. So there's my ticket. You can study it up some more. Keith has a middle pick 4 ticket as well. They're both up. Tim Tulloch have a late pick 4 ticket. They'll all be up on the laurelpark.com website underneath the handicapping section. Let's take a look at the first leg of this Rainbow Pick 6. Open 20,000 claimer, 3 and up, going 6 furlongs on the main track. Team Tim, he's one tough customer. He's a 4-time winner at Laurel Park, coming out of a strong race late September, same level, 20,000 claimers. Rallied to be 3rd that day behind Tale of Dubai, who would come right back to win. So this horse is in good form. That was coming back after having a few months off, so he's fresh. He's ready to go. He has a win in 3/3 from 8 starts in the off going. You get Victor Carrasco aboard for a good barn. I like the 9 Team Tim on top here.
Yeah, and can he get enough pace? I mean, he runs
He is a
his race
closer,
pretty much. He can kind of, but he's got a little bit of a relief. He's been facing, I think, the last couple groups are stronger than what he faces today. Can he get up in time? That's the key. I think in arrears is a horse that's going to bounce back from a kind of a dismal try last time. We saw this horse back in April to May at Laurel to Pimlico. Came off of a kind of an even effort, could catch a track with some moisture in it, and go ahead and get the win. This horse works, and I think in arrears has a little bit more tactical speed than Team Tim today. Yeah. So, and I think it's going to be a little bit better price. I think the horse, the stranger here coming in from Delaware, is Nick the Card Shark for Rigateri. That horse claimed in, reached in, grabbed this horse off of Navarro, showed improved speed, which a lot of horses do in the Navarro barn, but he's steady as a day as long as this horse, and it doesn't matter. He has the positional speed that will work against this group.
We know Rigateri well down here. He's been hiding up at Delaware and Monmouth. He likes to hide, but a very nice, classy guy, good trainer. He was one of the top trainers around here. Very crafty at the claim box recently. Small sample, but this is how he does it normally. 44% and a big positive ROI first off the claim. He gets Angel Suarez, and they're 23% together. So, I think the 8, Nick the Card Shark, absolutely dangerous. We both use them.
Suarez doing a little bit of damage down here right now. He's
Yeah, he's
come
on a
popped
roll.
in here with some winners. Yeah, teaming up with Ness.
All right, so I'm 5 deep there to kick off the pick 6. Let's take a look at race 6. We start the late pick 5 here in race 6. No carryover, but as always, more money back to you, the better, with that industry low 12% takeout in the pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Late pick 5 starts in race 6, 5.5 furlongs, claiming 16,000 for 3-year-olds or older horses. Never won 3. I go with the 6, Hot Mike, on top here for Ollie Figgins. Kevin Gomez will ride. We won't get 21 to 1 today.
No.
He was 21 to 1 last out, going turf to dirt at this level. Nice, set about mid-pack and finished, rallied to finish second. So now right back in. Mr. Fix-It, who beat him that race, came right back to win. So Hot Mike right back in here at the same level for Ollie Figgins. Kevin Gomez, my top pick.
Yeah, we have a video of that race?
Yes, we do. Video on Hot Mike. Yep,
so go ahead and watch
bad.
that race. Kind of jumped up and, like you say, ran a big one on the 28th. Mr. Fix-It, the red hot Mr. Fix-It, on the lead, but circling up 4 wide in the green with the blue cap there is Hot Mike. And this horse just really tenacious to the line. Just kind of gains about 2-3 lengths to the final eighth of a mile. Mr. Fix-It really not giving an inch. I love the determination of this horse, and showing that speed and showing that ability to rate and close in. It's going to work again today. Road guard post just to his inside. Looks like he's a completely one-dimensional type of runner for Wayne Potts. He wants the front. Hot Mike, if he relaxes and finishes like he did last time, he's going to be awfully tough. I go towards the inside a little bit with a 4, though. Big Bella Brown, a class dropper for Cal Lynch, coming back quickly. Showed sharp speed. Caught Mesotherm, the killer, for Gaudet. This is a softer bunch today, and this is another horse. Wants a little bit of moisture in the track, has the ability to rate, which is too close against that group last time. Run against Alexis Square Shooter, an Englehart runner who was very strong. So I think Big Bella Brown on a class drop and Hot Mike. These are the 2 to beat. I know Claudio's horse has won 2 in a row. This is a raise up today. Let's see if he can make it 3 straight.
I used a 4 on my pick 6, a big class relief, going from 2 other than to beating 16,000. This is a 3-year-old who's won 4 races, a 3-time winner here at Laurel Park. So you have to like the 4, Big Bella Brown there in the 6th race. Who else here? You like the 8. I didn't use the 8 on the outside. Old Dude for Claudio with Carlos Carrasco.
Yeah, just as a horse I think can maybe suck up for a piece. That's basically it. Looking for a little value for your supers and maybe your tries.
All right, here we go. Race 7. We start the late pick 4 in race 7, going 7 furlongs, 25,000 starter allowance, 3 and up. 3 and up, never won 3 is the condition here for race 7. My best bet of the day. All right, you have this horse on top.
Yes.
That makes me feel better. I think Swinging Star, a 4-year-old son of Malibu Moon out of a Dynaformer mare, so well-bred 4-year-old for trainer Jamie Ness. I think he's going to love the 7 furlongs today. A big effort, a lifetime best effort, last out, first off the claim in the Jamie Ness barn at this level. A real good third that day, just beaten a half a length by Sonic Boom, Jet, and Taco Supreme. They're 2 solid runners around here that had a nice rally up the rail that day in the stretch. That was going 6 furlongs. Now we're stretching out to 7 furlongs today. This horse has done well going around the ground. I think 7. He's never run 7 furlongs before. I think it's going to hit him right between the eyeballs.
It looked like he was okay, kind of a little bit of a plotter on the turf out in California at the mile distance in 6.5. All of a sudden, first off the claim, a confident raise up in class. They didn't have the horse in for the tag last time out for that 25 optional. Caught a horse that's in form in Sonic Boom, Jet. I like this horse. Another one that's going to have that stalk and pounce kind of move. I guess it fled to the outside, gets a clean break, could possibly be the speed, but I don't think Swinging Star is going to let him get too far away in here. And he's got the right kind of rider, McCarthy. So Swinging Star at a shorter price I like in race 7.
All right, so we're both on the 5 there. The 6, My Eminence, you have in your exact Toledo aboard for Farrier. A sharp win, 2 back. Didn't run too well last out. Maybe bounces back to a big number today.
No doubt about it. Second out over the last couple of years has been a good move for Farrier. The barn a little bit cold right now, but My Eminence clearly with an excuse, broke in the air at the break.
Okay.
Could not recover in that one. Is another one. When looking at this field, this horse has another one. Kind of positional speed to be close. Two Blave, I know they went rolling out there last time, the one horse for Kelly Rubley. I did not see that move coming and that win coming for this horse with Eddie Gonzalez. They got along great. He's back for the ride. Can he duplicate it is the biggest question for me. That was a phenomenal move around the turn that this horse made.
Yeah, well, the Rubley Barn with a nice winner yesterday. Here we go with race 8 to kick off the final pick 3 of the day. 25,000 starter lounge 3 and up. Never won 2. The condition, we're going 7 furlongs here. We both like the 10. I think the 10 is going to love 7 furlongs. Cutting back from a mile to 7/8 today. Uno Dancer for Stronach Stable and Jose Corrales. You get the Hall of Famer Edgar Prado to ride this 3-year-old son of Macho Uno. Prado is aboard for the win against Maiden Special Weight, going a mile back in late June. And then an okay effort in the slop, the lone try in the slop. That came against First Level Allowance Company back in July. Belfour, who won that race, would come right back to win. So that was a tougher race than today. Uno Dancer is getting a class relief today. Second off that late summertime freshening, cutting back to 7 furlongs. Prado is going to time this just right with a wide rally, trouble-free for the 10, Uno Dancer, my top pick.
This has got to be a little bit frustrating for the connections, though. This horse has flashed some ability on the turf and even the dirt. Now just dropping in for the tag.
Yep.
It should bring the confidence back up for Uno Dancer. I do. This is relief for him, and basically looking at this field positionally, he's going to sit a good stalking trip and should relax and have some finish with Prado. A little price horse, though. How about, Dashing Lou here? Third off of a layoff for Gary Capuano. Really hasn't fired in each of the 2 return tries, but they don't jam. They just take this horse down a notch in for the 25. And Gary's 18% third off of a layoff with his dirt sprinters. That's going to work for me. I think this horse can work out a good trip from the inside and maybe grind it out at an upset price of maybe 5, 6, 8 to 1.
No, he likes an off track, a big maiden score back in June on a muddy sealed track right here at Laurel with a 68 buyer. That'd be good enough to put him right there today. I used the 2, Dashing Lou. We both like the 9 as well here. The 9 and the 4. The 9, Heroes Hope, I think, is going to like 7 furlongs today. A nice rally last out to finish second, going 6 furlongs. Just looking for some added real estate today. Gets Forest Boys. I think the 9, Heroes Hope, is going to be dangerous here for Patrick McBurney. I go with the 9-10 on my pick 6 ticket this race.
Yeah, he's a little tricky. I'm not going to leave this horse out. Improved off of the Claim, but we talked about Two Blade. That was a wicked early pace, and he really probably benefited from that. Is he going to get that this afternoon? I don't know, but 7 furlongs looks like it's right up his wheelhouse. And a barn I definitely respect when they bring the runners down.
All right, so we like the same 4 horses there in race 8. Let's take a look at race 9 to kick off the late daily double. A nice first level allowance condition for filly mares 3 and up, going a flat mile, originally carded on the main track. This is a nice race. We have a video spotlight. I single on another broad on my pick 6 ticket. Here's the race from September 23rd right here at Laurel Park. In the slop, going 2 turns against First Level Maryland Bred Allowance Company. Gallops this day with a lifetime best 74 buyer.
Yeah, Victory Rally just kind of cruising on the front end, but you pick up the 3 horse that afternoon. Another broad, our top selection today. She made a nice quick advance inside of Rivals, leaving the half mile, then just took the measure of Victory Rally. And then guess what? It was pretty much all over. From the 5/16 pole to the wire. Just a steady hand ride to get command, opens up and pulls away under a drive. We talked about this, Philly. The sim run yesterday didn't really run at all. We like that horse. But, another broad we talked about, it was going to get better, I thought, as the distances went up after watching her first couple races. Has drastically improved with the added ground. And certainly if this moisture holds, it's going to be another benefit for her this afternoon.
All right, so another broad, 2 for 2 on the off going. We both have her on top. The 4 you have in your exacta Fashion Week for the Hall of Famer Shug McGahee. Trevor McCarthy on this Speightstown 4-year-old filly. A big win right here at Laurel, late July. Maiden Special Weight, going 7 furlongs. Rallied to get up for the win that day. Never been on an off track, the 4 Fashion Week.
That could certainly move her up. Speightstown, they love moisture in the racetrack. Bernardini on the bottom side. If anything, this horse should improve if this moisture holds. Yeah, Fashion Weeks, they're going to be perfectly placed. I think coming out of those 7 furlong races, now back off with the synthetic, I think this horse will be forward a long way, just kind of measuring the speed around the turn. Will she have the finish of the 1, though, who's definitely experienced here over this racetrack at the mile distance?
And then the 3, Take Charge Tina for trainer Sherry Duvall, coming out of some strong races, beaten by Barley Jack, 2 back here at Laurel, second behind Isotope last out. So this horse has been running well, knocking on the door at this allowance level. Sheldon Russell back aboard today.
Yeah, probably faced maybe a little bit group of horses when you really break it down and look at Isotope and Barley Jack. So horses that have run fast. This field works. I'll use her underneath.
All right, so nice allowance race there in race 9 to kick off the late daily double. We both like the Meyerhoff homebred, another broad by Include, Maryland-bred filly there for Mike Trombetta and Julian Pimentel. Here we go with race 10. We're going a mile here on the main track in race 10. Maiden claiming 40,000 for 2-year-old fillies. A video spotlight to show you. We both have the 9 on top, looking sharp. A 2-year-old filly by Preakness winner, looking at lucky here for Michael Dilger. Here's the debut assignment late September against Maiden 40.
Yeah, couldn't quite get to the 2 to 5 shot introduced, but very encouraging debut. Broke from the outside, circled 3 wide, and you see the finish. Game every step of the way, hard chase to the wire. You got to love a debut performance like this. Really wasn't firing on its correct lead all the way through. I think this horse right back works. You know, has gotten the better for Money from Heaven, was a couple lengths in front of her. Money for Heaven's going to be making a run from off of it today. I think it's one of these two in race 10.
How about the 12? I used the 12 in my exacta. Blame It on the Kiss, 2-year-old filly by Blame for Wayne Potts. A decent third last out against Restricted. Stakes Company up there at Delaware was rallied that day to finish third. This filly might like the added real estate, and you get a good jockey, Carol Cedeno aboard.
Yeah, Wayne's had some good fortune with his 2-year-olds the last couple of years. Blame It on the Kiss. That was a sharp improvement at Delaware. Can the form revert and come back to Laurel is going to be the question.
All right, so that's it. Nice maiden 40 there in race 10. Good luck today. Nice carryover today in that 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 that starts in race 5. Carryover today, a little over 13,000. Dave Rodman coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.